What's up, y'all? What's up with it, y'all? It's JD, Travelsthenix, and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video, I wanted to expand on a video I just made. I just got finished making a video, and I was talking about frauds and perpetrators. And I wanted to expand on it and get into another sector of YouTube and talk about these red pill content creators. And a lot of these dudes are frauds, perpetrators, and don't really know what they're talking about and can be leading you down a pathway of destruction. And before we get into the video, if you're interested in travel, fitness, overall growth content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new content. But now let's get to the video. The reason why I say a lot of that content can be very destructive is because a lot of these dudes are just hurt individuals who've been mistreated by women, and they like to go on and run around and talk about simp this and simp that, but a lot of these dudes is just reformed simps. And you don't really want to take advice about women coming from a dude who's a simp at heart. And for me personally, I've never been a simp. You can ask any of my friends, you can ask anybody who's been around me. I've never been somebody to simp. I've actually been the dude who these guys like to complain about, and the dirtbag dude who's just running through women and smashing a bunch of women. And I've been that way, and I'm not trying to brag about this shit because I actually talk about this on my channel a lot, that that's not the way you want to live your life. I've been a dude who was living rent-free at my girlfriend's house, driving her mom's car around, taking other chicks on dates. You know what I mean? That was me. When I first moved to Japan, I was out there living rent-free, wasn't paying for shit. You know what I mean? So I've been that dude. And I've been that dude who before, when I was in my 20s, I literally never was faithful to not one of my girlfriends. I literally cheated on every single one of them. From my first girlfriend all the way till when I was 30 years old, I literally cheated on every single one of my girlfriends with not just one chick. I was literally just, basically, I had a girlfriend, but then when I wasn't around my girlfriend, I was just basically treating it like I was single. You know what I mean? So that's the type of dude I was. You know what I mean? And I wasn't running around spending money on broads back, because, you know, where I'm from the Bay Area, and the Bay Area is, you know, heavily influenced by the pimp game. And if you know anything about the Bay, especially the East Bay, everybody likes to run around and call themselves Mac this, Mac that, Mac Dre, you know what I mean? Mac Mall. These is all the people who we all took influence from, and it was always AOB. And you can guess what that stands for, all on a female dog. So that's the type of cloth that I'm cut from. Not saying that's any better than a lot of the shit that these red pill dudes are talking about, but I never was one of these dudes who was running around tricking off money on women, spending money on women, falling in love with women. You know what I mean? I can honestly tell you I've never fallen in love with any woman in my entire life, and I don't advise any man to ever fall in love with a woman either. I think that it's healthy to love your woman, you know what I mean, respect your woman, and you know what I mean, treat your woman with respect. But falling in love is a whole nother ball game. That's just like investing your entire emotions into another person. That's not healthy in general. You know what I mean? You shouldn't fall in love with anything. You should love and respect things. But anyways, back to the red pill shit. A lot of these dudes preach a lot of toxic shit. It's like they was simps from the jump start. So now that they've kind of had whatever they, you know, they've had some epiphany that, you know, women will play you and women will do you dirty just like dudes do women dirty. That now all women are evil, all women are toxic, female nature, yada yada yada. All women are like, look, there's no all anything. You got good people, you got bad people, you got people who are just running through life ignorant and oblivious of what's going on. So you got to keep that in mind. So you have to hold yourself and conduct yourself to a high standard, and then in turn you only accept people who do the same. And I saw a content creator the other day was talking about how what was he talking about? He was like, oh yeah, well, when you start talking to a chick, you can guarantee that she's always talking to hella other dudes. And even if you have a girlfriend, your girlfriend's always going to be talking to hella other dudes. So since your girl's going to be talking to other dudes, you need to make sure that you're talking to a bunch of females. That doesn't do. That's basically like saying since women do this, you need to act like a broad too. Since your woman's gonna be talking to a bunch of dudes and she wants a lot of attention, you should act like a broad and talk to a bunch of girls and look for external validation yourself. Does that make any sense? Is that what a real man does? That's not what a real man does. So be careful about these people that you taking advice from on the internet who's telling you that it's a healthy and masculine thing to do to just be running around sleeping with a bunch of random ain't shit women, because there's a bunch of different scenarios that can happen from that. Number one, you never know if you might cross the wrong woman and she might go crazy on you, and plenty of dudes have gotten killed by these crazy ass broads. If you look at, I'm thinking back to the cat Steve McNair, who was a quarterback for the Titans, Aaron McNair. He got killed by a broad who he was cheating on his wife with, because he promised the broad that he was going to leave his wife and be with her, and she ended up committing murder-suicide, taking him out and him out. So you got to be careful on the type of shit that you're doing like that. So you got to be straight up with people and honest to the best of your ability. You know what I mean? Because some people can't really handle the truth. But that's one route. Number two, right now, man, you don't want to, like, man, first off, none of these bros in America is making nobody strap up. So, you know what I mean? If you running around smashing chick to chick, moving from chick to chick, eventually, you know what I mean, that's a dangerous game to be playing, because there's so many STDs going around out here. You don't just want to be running in random broad after random broad after random broad, because eventually it's going to lead to something bad. You know what I mean? And not to mention that you might get one of these broads pregnant, and you don't want to get the wrong woman pregnant. That's like the most important thing you can do as a man, is pick the right woman to procreate with. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that you pick a super solid woman to have kids with. That's the reason why I'm 35 years old and I don't have any kids, because I've been extremely picky on the type of woman that I want to have kids with and start a family with. You know what I mean? So that's another thing when it comes down to just smashing all these random broads. Eventually you're going to get one of these broads pregnant, because I know most dudes ain't running around strapping up in every single broad. And if you end up finding some fine ass chick, a lot of times dudes are like, well, fuck it, I don't want to strap up in her. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying that's a right mentality, I'm just saying that's how some people think. But just be careful when you listening to a lot of these red pill dudes. And I'll probably touch on this in another video, because, you know, I watch YouTube a lot. So I go from this type of content to that type of content, and I've watched some red pill content before. I'm not saying that it's all terrible content. You know, some of it is, you know, some people make some good points, but you just have to be careful when you're listening to somebody who's hurt, or somebody who's talking to you in a place of being broken to some extent, instead of listening to somebody who's coming at you with some wisdom and some life experience. These dudes' life experience is getting played by women. So the only thing that they can teach you about is getting played by women. You know what I mean? Me personally, I used to be the dude who was playing women. So I could teach you how to be a player, but you know what I mean? Or how to be a Mac, or try to be a fucking parasite and use women for this and that. But you know, I don't want to teach anybody that, because I don't think that's a good thing to be teaching anybody. I think that's something that I've grown out of. You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass man. I don't need to be running around using women for their resources or anything like that. But I just want to make a quick video touching on that topic, because red pill talk can be highly toxic, and it can get you into a negative mindset to where you think that all women are terrible and all women are out to get you and are all out to take your money and out to cheat on you with some other dude and all this other type of bullshit. So be careful about the YouTube content that you consume. The last video I just made was about a lot of these YouTube frauds and perpetrators, so be careful about that too, especially when people is trying to sell you a bullshit course on how to do this or that, and they don't have any accolades, or they don't have any tangible evidence to show you that this stuff works. You wouldn't take fitness advice from a dude who's 5'5", 300 pounds. So why would you take life advice from a person who's not even successful in their own life? But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you agree or disagree, leave that in the comment section. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.